Grab your candles and gather round, friends, for another episode of Ghoulish and Foolish. On this week's episode, we're going to be diving right in to makeup because Halloween is coming up, my loves. So we're going to have a section by our lovely Amy, and then we're going to have a section by me. Mwah.
Hello. I don't know where this is going to be actually, but Vandy/Josh. So we're going to call them Jan because there's a mix of them in drag. We're going to do a makeup, get ready with me kind of thing. I'm going to try to do a spooky thing, a spooky look. We're just going to go where it goes. It is currently 9:30 on a Sunday evening. I don't know if you can... Oh my god, I can't flex my wrist that way. Oh, come on. It's 9:30 on a Sunday evening. Just come back. Jake has just dropped me off. We've done a couple of don't mind my hand, I've been swatching stuff, but we've done a couple of taste reviews. So I'm going to just film mine now. I think Josh is filming his tomorrow. That's the intro for mine. Again, I'm just going to try and make it spooky. I'm not even going to try, I don't even know, to be honest, what I'm going to do. How are my nails done? Aren't they cute? Got little ghosties. Okay, focus. There you go. And then them. So, yeah, and again, ignore the dirt on my hands. Fuel for this evening. Diet Coke Cherry. Cherry bomb! Love it. Tesco's. Club card, £7.50. Cost of living crisis. Get a club card. I'm going to have a brainstorm and then I'm going to start. And I'm going to do it in clips just because it's easier for Jake to edit. But yeah, that's where I am. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm back. Basically I'm using my work desk. So there's loads of stuff over it. You're also stacked upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. I don't have a light, so we're just gonna make the best of a difficult situation. I think what we're gonna do, I don't know how Josh is gonna do it actually, but what I will do is show you, or try to remember to show you the stuff that I use throughout, to be honest. And again, I still don't know really what I'm gonna do. It'll be a trial and error. It's gonna be spooky though. I'm not sure what look Josh is doing either, so I know, exciting times. So base prep, I use quite a lot of stuff on my skin because it's I have quite sensitive skin and I'm prone to breakouts. So I'll show you what I do and then I'm just gonna put it on. I don't know if I'll film putting it on, but firstly we start off with the moisturizer. And this is, oh my god, am I doing it in front? Yes! That one, I can never pronounce it, but again, cost of living crisis, by the way, just putting you on here. These, influencer backhand, were in Home Bargains for, they retail for like £24.50, it was £4 in Home Bargains. Picked it up, snatched it, got like 3 of them. Really good for sensitive skin. And then what I use to prep is the Bobbi Brown base. You can't see it, there we go, influencer, Bobbi Brown. This is the enrichment base. I don't know, honestly I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't know, I just have these. And then another one for the cost of living girlies and gays, theys, thems, whatever, is the Beauty Crop. Have a lot of stuff in Home Bargains at the moment. I'm not saying anything else about that, but we've got the Dewy Bands, which is a hydrating primer, and then we have the Wee Shree. So those are the ones we're going to be using. If I was going to do an everyday makeup look, fucking hell, I would also put SPF on, but it's literally 9:30 at night on a Sunday, it's dark out, and I'm in my flat, so I don't need to put SPF on, TBH, so I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my base stuff, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm going to come back. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. I've got my glasses off because obviously I'm doing my makeup, so I can't do my makeup with my glasses on. So what I'm going to do foundation. Normally in my normal makeup routine I would do my eyebrows next. Don't shoot me. So I'm gonna be using, I flip in between different foundations, to be honest with you. It was depending on the time of the year and how my skin is at the time. So at the moment, because I just want a thin layer of foundation just to even out my skin tone, I haven't got lighter so you can't see. I'm red. I'm very red. It tends to be very red when I rub my face after doing like primer and that. So I'll be doing the Sleek. Am I an influencer? No, I'm not. Bloody hell. Sleek. Hopefully that worked. That's the foundation I'm going to be using. It is in a very pale shade. If it could be marked, it would probably be Sickly Victorian Child, because I have a very pale complexion, to be honest with you. I also have a spot on my chin. Interesting. Okay. So I'm just going to do a thin layer of this. So this, I also go with a Rimmel, I think it is. Jake uses it for drag. It's a very good foundation. And then higher end, I tend to do Kat Von D, to be honest, because I keep looking at my hair because it's slick black because of the primer. Anyway, I tend to use Kat Von D because it's decent, and again, I'm very pale, so, and I want to be careful with the stuff that I put on my skin, and I trust the Kat Von D foundation. I've used it for a while. I actually didn't even know if they sell it anymore. I just have the bottle. I'll have to fact check that. Hopefully they still sell it. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna put a thin layer of this on, and then I don't have it to hand, but I also use the Fenty Beauty concealer, so I'll put that on as well, and then I'll be straight back. And in between each step, what I'm gonna be doing is spraying it with this. I feel like I don't even do this. I feel like people know what this is anyway. It is the e.l.f. Hydro Primer. So there you go. Weep bitches. And I'll be putting it in between every layer. So I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. I put a thin layer of foundation on. I've also put a tiny bit of Fenty Beauty concealer underneath because it is very high coverage. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do my eyebrows, because I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do like my normal face without eyeshadow, and then make a decision on what I want to do. So I'm going to do my eyebrows next. So the stuff I use for my eyebrows. Also, if I look at all the brighter, it's because YouTube apparently do a 24-hour white screen. So I've got two screens that are white on me right now, just a little bit extra lighting, because I don't even know why. Because anyway, moving on. I use the Revolution soap brow. It goes with a little spoolie. Again, girlies, home bargains. Retails for £18. £18? Over a tenner it retails for. Is in home bargains for like, I think it was like £1.50 or something, and it does a decent job. I give her a little spritz with this, mixed up with a spoolie. I don't even want to show you the spoolie too closely because it is pretty gross, to be honest. And then I use it to put it up. I kind of do these two steps kind of at the same time. So I also use the MAC. It's like the MAC eyebrow tinted gel in dark brown. That's it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it has kind of like a dark purple tint to it, but if you have dark hair, like dark brown dyed hair, it kind of has that naturally like purpley tint to it if you buy a box dye and not have it done professionally. So I use that as well to add a little bit of colour back into my eyebrows, because obviously if I put foundation over them, they do go a little bit pale. That's why I tended my eyebrows. And then just add a little bit of extra definition. I use the Soap & Glory Archer Brow. So it has a spoolie on one end and then it has the product on the other. I've been using this for years. I love it. If they ever get rid of it, I'll be a very, very sad person. So this is what I use. So I'm gonna go off and do my eyebrows. And if I'm finding like, because sometimes you just do it sometimes when you do your makeup and it just doesn't go right. If I find that my eyebrows are not sticking the way I want to, holy grail. And I also have the tinted one and I use that to like slick my hair back and that as well. So I'm gonna go and do my eyebrows now and then I'll be straight back. I've got my eyebrows. They look a lot bushier than I thought they were going to, but that's fine. It don't matter. We're now gonna do contouring. Just base level, I think, contouring, to be honest, because again, not sure what I'm gonna do. So normally I just use a cream bronzer just like all over my face. I don't normally use like contouring stuff. However, I did get a powder from MAC the other day. which I use. It was an eyeshadow, but it's a nice contour. However, what I'm going to do, I've just literally cracked these open. I'm quite excited to use them. Don't know why. I don't really like the brand that much, but these. Again, goodies. Cost of living crisis. Home bargains, £1.99. These retail for 18. I checked that before I filmed this, but these retail for 18. They do light, medium, and dark. I picked up the medium as well, just in case, because I like the highlighter colour out of the medium one. But this is them, and it comes with a blush, a contour, and a highlight. So the highlight shade in here I already have. To be honest, so I'm not going to crack that one open. I'm going to probably use just the contour one after this. I've got a different blush that I'm probably going to use because it's a powder and this is a liquid. But I'm just going to go in now and contour my face with this and see how it is. So I've done my contour bronzing, great colour back in my face. Great stuff. Happy with that, to be honest. I'm thinking what I might do is like a half and half. So I think I'm just gonna do like, I don't know, attempt a cat crease. I haven't done one in time. I think the last one I did was like 2 years ago for Christmas. It was a green one. It's alright. Like, so I think I might do a cat crease just on this side and then do something else on this side. That's what I'm thinking. So I think I'll do the cat crease first and then see where we are, because it's still like wet product on my face. I haven't put any powder on yet, so I can just go in and it'll be easier to remove if I fuck up the cut crease, to be honest. So we're gonna do that. So what I'm gonna use is, I have these paints, so I think I'm gonna do a cut crease with that, and then I have a couple of palettes which I'll probably end up using, to be honest, just because I have a palette that matches these colours, which is somewhere, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna show you it, but I have this one, which is like a spooky one. I'm pretty sure it was given to me by Josh, actually, so shout out Josh. And then I also have the Purple Beauty Bay calendar eyeshadow palette. This one is actually really nice. So there's all them colours. So I'll end up doing something with them. I'm not even gonna lie, that was a fucking ball ache, to be honest. I haven't done a cut crease in a long time, and this is not my best work. I ended up using this palette, to be honest, with the blues. I didn't even know why I went for blue, to be honest, but here we are, blue. Jake, I'm coming for your gig, hun. That's what's happening here. Blue. I also went and put a bit of blush on this side. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do glam this side and then something for the other side, to be honest. I went for this one, made by Mitchell. Slay. Whoa. Made by Mitchell. And then I did the brighter shade in there. So that one. And that one is... no chance of me pronouncing that, to be honest. But I went for that one. And it's actually like really, really pretty, to be honest. But something that I wouldn't really normally wear. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I think I'm just gonna put a lip on and then see how I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do though. Stay tuned. Okay, I've just added on a little bit of lip colour. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it look like I've been beaten up. I've been in a scrap, like Jake's punched me in the face because I've come for his gig. Do you know what I mean? That's the type of vibe I think I'm going to go for. So I'm going to go back in with the paints. I might do like a... trying to like when my mouth has been cut or something. I don't know. And just try and make it look as good. I don't have any fake blood. And I haven't done bruising in a while. Fun fact. I did special effects makeup in school for like a very brief time. and I'm limited to the amount of equipment I actually have at the moment, so I'll see what I can do with what I have. Hi, so I'm back. Done the bruising. I think it's gonna go pretty well, to be honest. Like, he's punched me in the eye. So I used a mix of quite a lot of colours, to be honest. Obviously, you got your purple for your bruising, black, and then like dip it into this little bit of red, to be honest, and then yellow. So a little bit of yellow, and I don't know if you can see that in the time lapse, to be honest, but a little bit of yellow. But it's like kind of like made it more of a bruise, and it's like, you know, bruises are very unpredictable. So when I first started out, I blended that in, so it kind of just like blends in with the skin a little bit. And then under here, focusing the black more in the corner of the eye, and then like blending it out a little bit, putting a little yellow on like the highlight bit, see your face where the sun hits, and then patting over with a bit of purple, just because it will look a little bit lighter. Those. I've been socked in the face. I've been socked in my face many times in my life, to be honest, but here we are. But that's the bruising so far. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do as well is probably just try and do like again, I don't have any fake blood or anything, and I don't have any putty to like do the lip, but I'm just going to try my best to do kind of like a cat lip, I guess. And then I'll be back. So I will put you back on time lapse. Hi, it's done. I can do a lot more. I'm not going to. It is currently 11:30. Okay. Twist my arm. There, see? 11:30. Close all my rings, by the way. Yeah, so this has taken me 2 hours, and I think if I had the stuff, I feel like if I had the right stuff to do it, I don't think it would have taken me this long. I do think I just rung Jake and Josh. I said I'd rate it a 4 out of 10, to be honest, because cut crease is not my best work. I haven't done one in time. I didn't have fake blood. What I wanted to do was go back in with foundation and make this bit a little bit lighter, because it's blended out with like the bruising I've done, so this side of my face is a little bit pink, to be honest. I could have put fake lashes on. I don't get on with them, but I feel like with a cut crease it makes it look a little bit better. Just a little bit close up of the cut crease there. And if I had done my eyebrow properly and just like extend it so it doesn't like go into the cut crease, but whatever. I added on a little bit of highlight, so it's like this side is glam, and then this side I've had the absolute fucking shit kicked out of me. I think I don't know, I'd say 5 out of 10. It's pretty mid, to be fair, but it's like, it's pretty good, and it's very easy to do bruising, to be honest. You just need to layer a lot of dark purples. You can do it with eyeshadows. I prefer to do it with paint because it makes it look more, it's more wet looking and more natural looking, to be honest, in my opinion. Didn't have fake blood, but what I did was I put some paint on there. I don't know if you can see, it does kind of look like when like blood congeals a bit. So what I did is I put the paint down, mixed it with bright red, dark red, black and purple, and I put some just lip gloss on there, and it's done the trick, to be honest. I'm going to take some photos. Hopefully they turn out well, but this is it, to be honest. Haven't done a cut crease in time. Actually missed doing a cut crease, to be honest. Maybe I should practice a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know who's going first. I don't know if Josh is going first or I'm going first, but this is my finished look. Thanks, I really had a good time. I can go shower now and scrub this all off my face after I take pictures. I know I'm a liar, and I said I was done, and I'm not. I just thought, why do half job and I can do a full one? I'm gonna just go through what I would do to take all this stuff off, because there's a lot of stuff on my face, as you can tell from the bruising. Also, my white lights are gone, so I look a little bit dark at the moment. So, again, I mean, raving about this place. Diet Coke break, give me a sec. Anyway, home bargains. Beef crop. Also, it depends on your home bargains. I'm not going to get into it, but mine's pretty good. I don't know why I'm tired. It's currently 5 to 12, and I have to still shower. Anyway, home bargains. They do a lot of great stuff for skincare. Now, this is not just what I use. I use a lot of stuff in the shower as well, like just gonna roll off. First thing, obviously, you need to melt it all off. You need to take it off. I use Beef Crop. It is in home bargains. This is the avocado one. Hopefully it isn't in. And you can see there. They also have the peptide one, 3-in-1. Again, it depends on your home bargains. However, this is a refillable one. So some home bargains just have the refillables. Some have the tub. I was lucky that mine had the tub and the refillables, so I got the tub and the refillables. So you just unscrew it. This is what it looks like. It's a balm. Everyone knows what a balm looks like. However, this one has a quirky feature, and you can slide out a little spatula and you can take the product out. I think that's so cool and nifty, actually. And just slide it back in. I've got paint on my hands. Great. So that's what I'm going to use to melt it all off. That'll be great. After I do that, I'm going to put on after I make sure all the makeup is off. So I'll use a very fine face scrub, to be honest. And then I go in with face wash, and then I go in with a cleanser. To be honest, I'm actually not sure at the moment, because I go through different things quite quickly, like to switch it up. I think I'm using, I can't remember bargains, Mallows, because Mallows was there. So that's the pineapple cleanser. I think I'm using the Glow Hub face scrub and cleanser. No, face wash. I'm not sure what face wash I'm using at the moment. Sorry, sec, I guess. So then I'm going to go in with a face mask. And this is a Green Supreme. So it's CBD and hemp. So it's supercharged of fatty acids and omegos to balance and hydrate. That's what we need. It hydrates, so it will dry my fucking skin out when I wash it. Then, what I'm going to do, when I go to sleep, I wear a bonnet, because wearing a silk bonnet prevents hair breakage. But I also put stuff on my skin when I go to sleep. So I use these. Again, home bargains. What a great place. So these are just like little strips. They have to go on for 6 hours, so I just sleep in it, to be honest, because I can't work with one on my face. So it comes with a couple of strips, I think, actually. Let me check. 1, 2, 3 strips. There was 4. I've used one already. But inside each one of these, there's 2 strips. So when I open mine, I put one over here, and then I cut the other in half, and I put one on my forehead, and I put one on my chin. Or I'll put, there's no strip on, I cut it in half, and I just extend it to cover like all this area here. Just depends on how I'm feeling, to be honest, and how my skin is looking at the time. At the moment, my skin is shocking. I do think it's due to the weather change. So I'll sleep in that, and then when I wake up again, home bargains. This was there. And I use this for everything, to be honest. It's actually just really good. And it's also top brand. So, fancy brand. I don't know what the name is from. But then I'll go in and I'll use some of this. I know I literally just filmed like my ending video, but I thought what I would do is just like move all my shit and probably give you like a little closer, so you can see what's going on. Because I just feel like, because you are like, the camera's quite far away. Again, you're bouncing on a couple of books, and halfway through I've removed a book, and I don't know if you can tell the height difference. Sorry Jake if you can, but like, it is what it is. You are also on just a random dock, so I gotta make sure you don't fall over. Okay, so this is the glam side. Oh my god, the texture on my skin is gross, by the way. So this is the glam side, and then this is the blood side. So you got This is what I wanted you to see. So you can see where the lip gloss is kind of coming away with the paint, but it kind of does look like actual blood, where it's like all congealed and stuff has gone onto my lip, and then just like down there, because again, blood splatters not like perfect, so tried my best with what I had. And then this is the bruising, but you can see where the paint is, because I didn't put a powder down, that is already creasing in my eye socket, but you can just wiggle, and it'll kind of go away like that. But this is the bruise side, and then this is the glam side, and then like from here it kind of looks decent, to be fair. But yeah, and again, I don't think I said much, but I ended up going down the route of like, I'm coming for Glass's gig, and they've kicked the shit out of me, and they've done a good job, to be fair to them, in those little size 8s. Slay Queen. But yeah, this is my look. I'm kind of pleased with it. I think it turned out okay. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. I like playing with makeup. I don't really tend to do anything like this. I used to back in the day. I used to enjoy doing it, but here we are. Oh my god, that's actually awful. Ghoulish.
Right, welcome to my section. We are going to be doing a little glam, drag, gothy look this evening. And obviously, before we start, we always have to put on our NYX glue primer. Honestly, it's like PVC glue, PVA glue. But it spreads really, really fucking well. And it stays on gorgeously. It just looks weird. I've put far too much on. But it's fine. We'll blend it out. Some people wait until this dries, I don't. So, I'm going in. I get my foundation from B&M because it's cheap and I use it a lot. I use Profusion Cosmetics just because it's cheap. I use a lot and it spreads really, really well, and it's like full coverage. Usually I do this topless, but it's for YouTube, so blend this in. I don't have a pattern when I do this. I just whack. Like, it doesn't matter as long as it covers everywhere. And then I also do my lips just because it then means when I draw on new lips later, there's no colour that needs to be removed from there. There you go, that's pretty much all done. Time to go in with my contour and highlight. So contour and highlight, I use Barry M. I use it because it's really creamy and I think it spreads really, really well. So like a little goes a long way. I just go around the entirety of my face, draw on a new lip, give yourself Dr. Evil eyebrows, and then I go from above my ear, and then I just cut it that way. But again, I only do a thin line, because you'll see in a second. Go in with this. Look, as you can see, a little goes a long way. Get rid of my Dr. Evil eyebrows. This will make sense when I've done my highlight. I use the excess just at the end of my nose. With makeup, especially drag, it is a trust the process kind of thing. Like, it's not a, oh, it looks great the whole way through. Like, it very much is a trust the process. Because honestly, if I was looking at myself right now, I'd be like, girl, I need to fucking start again. But they don't. Just trust the process. You can fix anything. Okay, so again, going with Barry M. I need to do my highlights. My highlights aren't massively lighter than my foundation, but you'll see why later. Down the nose, because we need a nose that is snatched. I need to go out and get more of this because it's just ran out. Perfect. Okay, dab that in, get it right under the eye and take the eye up. Okay, then I take a really, no, not that brush. I have so much, there it is. Let's take this brush. This can be put away now. Now go back in with my contour. Take it in, and then don't be afraid to use your fingers. So there you go, I got a nose. At the moment it doesn't look massively straight, but we'll fix that as we go on. Powder time. I use Collection Long Lasting Sheer Powder Matte. Good thing I like my friends. It's a lie, I don't. That's just the old tub I use. I use Revolution translucent baking powder, and then I just put it back in this tub because it's easier to do. That was so ladylike. Dab, 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 dab. I powder a lot. Go over first where you've just highlighted to make sure it's all bright. And then what I do is I get a little bit and I dab it off. And then I go over as well where I've contoured, just because then it helps blend. But we don't go over the contoured sections for as long. But if it goes slightly grey, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to bronzer it in a bit. Get rid of my neck, because we all know real women and drag queens have strong jawlines. My eyes look really weirdly blue. Back once I've finished and wiping this off. Mwah. We're back. We have brushed off all of the powder. Time to do eyes and brows. So I use, honestly, like, I think it's the best fucking palettes ever. The Beauty Bay palettes. Not sponsored by them. If they want to sponsor me, let me know. But I love the bright palette, and I love, like, I've got the bright palette, the nude palette, the blue palette, the fiery palette. I've got all of the Beauty Bay palettes. Like, they're so fucking good, and they're, like, good for money. So I use my eyebrow pencil. This is meant to be for, like, color, like, putting in your eyebrows. But as you can see, I don't have eyebrows, so I've got to, every woman has to have eyebrows. I'm not going to talk through this bit because I always fuck up my eyebrows. Remember, eyebrows, mine usually are distant cousins. They're not identical twins. But I just go in with some black, dab it a bit off. Oh, fierce drag brow, mama. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I don't usually talk like this. I don't talk to people whilst I do my makeup. I'd be so bad on Drag Race because they'll be like, oh, Vanity, tell about this story. And I'm like, girl, I'm trying to fix on my eyebrows. Shut up. Jokes, I'd be so good on Drag Race. Please hire me for it. Come on, RuPaul. And then, one thing I learned, I can't remember who I learned from. If you don't do your eyebrows ombre, which I do not, I never ombre them, make them face each other. But look, like I said, they're slightly related, not perfect, but we're gonna fix it. Yes! If I can find the right fucking brush. There it is. So I'm gonna get my flat end brush. I think it's probably from Primark. And then I'm gonna get my Go Ho white face stick, which is pretty much just a Krylon knockoff. Or a Melon knockoff. And then you're gonna dab the white, and then you're gonna cut the under of your brow. So watch. So look, they've gone from this, not that neat, to, oh, there you go, look, aren't they snatched? And then, just to make sure they don't smudge, I go in with a bit of white eyeshadow and just zhuzh it underneath. Looks like I'm staring into your souls. Ah, you ready to see something so sad? So sad. Look! I'm touching metal. Look how pretty this palette is. Oh, stunning. But yeah, I'm gonna need a new one soon. So we got the brows. The brows are on. There's drag brows. Yes, mama, drag brows. I never talk like this. I don't know what's come through me. But we move. What do I need? I need that. And then I need my eyebrow pencil again. Because I am lazy. Right. I do not use... I used to use... Where the fuck is it? I used to use... Suave. In Grease black water-based liner, and it was really good. I rated it. It was good. But as I've tried to improve my makeup, I get this. Again, really thin brush. And it comes to a nice point. And then I just dip it in the black eyeshadow. And then you get it. So your eyeshadow should go from your nose to your eye to the brow. So it should go like that. We'll see if it actually does. And then okay, that's a bit messed up at the end, but we're gonna cut it in a bit anyway, so it's fine. I have hooded eyes, so if you look, if I colour that any colour other than black, you can't see it. So I literally just colour my whole thing black. So you've seen the lines, you've seen the patterns. Now we're ready for the transformation. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, and we're back. But look, as you can see, they're not perfectly even, but we will sort that as we go. And plus my eyes are different shapes, so it doesn't really fucking matter. So, the look I am doing this evening, I'm doing a black... I'm not saying Morticia Adams inspired, but Morticia Adams inspired black glam. So, what we are going to do, I am going to go in with a grey, and I believe in not being precise. So I go in with really big brushes when I probably should go into neat ones. But I'm going to go in with a big brush and then blend it. And then I tidy it up later. And some people that do makeup are going to be sat there going, what the fuck is she doing? She's a monster. But yeah. So go in. add in where my crease bit's gonna be. Add in, oh, cut crease. Then I'm gonna pack it in right where my tip is, and then blend it down into that. Pack it in where my tip is. This is why I said it doesn't really matter that my eyes aren't even. Oh, see how pretty that already looks. And we're not even fucking done. We're gonna go in with a light grey, because my wig's got light grey in. And then I just go over what I've just done with the light grey to slightly blend it out. And then blend it out. As you can see, my makeup brushes are not clean. That's why there's a slight green to this. So to counteract that, we're going to put in a slight red, because I love red. I am the queen of red. And we're going to just blend it in right at the tip. Blend it in right at the tip. This looks a mess. So we're going to tidy it. So we're going back in with our Go Ho Face and Body Pink Stick and our big thin one. Take lots of product on. And then I am literally going to draw in a cut crease. And then I'm just going to pack in some white, just to kind of set it so it doesn't travel. And then, this is where the precision comes in. I'm going to use a thin tipped brush. Ow. And then I'm going to go in with some red and just put in some red where that cut crease is. And then I'm going to put in a thin bit of black to add some dimension. I just mess around now. I'm like, oh, I want a bit more red. Oh, bit more red, because I'm wearing a black gown. Okay. Ooh. Beautiful. What we are going to do now, we're going to finish and fix the eye. So I'm going to take the brush I used white for, and then we're going to use my Hydra setting powder. It's so good. And rub. And I'm going to go over. So look at this. It's white, but it's not white. And then oh my god. Look at that. Look at that, girls. Oh my god. And then, obviously, I've got this white bit and this white bit here. We're gonna go over it there. And go over it there. But I'm going to show you a little secret in a sec. So we've gone over there, then we're going to dab some more white, and then we're going to bring it down here. But then look, it's giving me like eye shape, symmetry, gorgeous, beautiful diva. Yeah. Oh, right. We're going to take a 5 seconds, but look. And then I shall be back and we'll move on to one of my favourite bits. Mwah. We're back and we're ready for my favourite section. section, we're gonna go in and we're gonna bronze. Because we are what? Sickening sun divas. Okay, I use Revolution Pride because I really like it. Bronze. Revolution Mega Bronzer Warm. And as you can see, I really, really like it. So, get my fat bronzer brush, and then I dab here, and I dab here, and then I dab here, and then I blend it. Then we're gonna go over and dab right where we contoured, and then rub it down. Then, other side. And rub it down. Yeah, rub it down. Then, using this on its side, tap. I'm gonna go over our nose. Look. Ooh. And then we want a strong jaw, because all real women have strong chewing jaws. What? Once you've done that, we move on to bringing our white stick back. Like I said, my highlight and my low lights aren't that different until we get to this stage. We've done our bronzer. We're then going to take the beauty blender we used for our lights, and then we're going to dab it here, and then we're going to take it up that way. And I got a really itchy nose. That bit, and then on the other side as well. That bit's done. Then we're going to do under our contour. Then we're going to add right here. And then I always use it to go. But then look, gives our eyebrows a bit of gradient. Oh. Then go back in with some of your leftover bronzer. So we're gonna tidy our nose in a bit. I then go in with my hydro powder and my lovely Made by Mitchell fluffy blush. And I pack it right in the corner here, because if it's really bright there, that's where it draws your eyes to. And then I'll just take the excess and brush it up there, and then pull this just out a bit. Because yeah, look at that side compared to that side now. Then again, same as our under contour. I don't pull this as far down because we don't want to do that. But stunning diva. That is all done. Move on to spackle time. No, we don't. I need to fix this nose. My God. So I'm going to use the brush I used for my eyes. And what I do is, I can't talk drawing this, I'm just going to draw a straight line. Well, as straight as I can do, because I'm gay. Okay, there you go. Tap. Now I've got the nose. And then I get a really thin brush. Because what I need to do is God, that's a stunning nose. So, I'm now going to go in with my Technique Shimmer Blush in orange, because in my head you can't be tanned enough or like shimmery enough. So I'm just going to dab, and then I dab it in right here. And I don't pull, I'm a whacker. So I just whack it in. Because I find if you whack it, it kind of just like blends it for you. Oh. And then it gives you kind of like a slightly tanned, sexy look. And, oh look, it's so shiny. And then, because our foreheads can't be a different colour, I don't put as much here, because if you put as much there, it just makes you look sweaty. But look, oh. And then, soddy nose, like that. Gotcha! And then, you can't go anywhere without shimmer. And I use Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. I honestly cried the other day. Oh my god, it's got worse. Look at this. I'm so sad. Broke. But I'm still using her, because she is gorgeous. Look how flat kind of I look at the moment. But, we're gonna shush this on. And then, ready. I am a shimmer girly. We like a shimmer that's brighter than our drag career. Oh, look, sexy. And then I always do this part as well. I don't know why, but I always do. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Okay, so we're done with that. We still need this for a little bit in a minute. Look how gorgeous she is, but she ain't done. Okay, we're going back to our Beauty Bay palette and finding, this is my issue, I have so many brushes, I never know where they are. Going back to the one we drew our line with. Dapping it in black, and then we're gonna, I can't talk during this because I never do this right. Ready? Oh, it wouldn't be a vanity act eye without the flick out. This flick out's huge today. Oh. And then, like I said, we're not done with the white. Take our thin blush, and then we're gonna, pardon me, so ladylike. We're just gonna make sure our waterline is done. This also helps us to clean up any mess we've done. But I've been quite precise today. Oof. On to the final touches. I get my really thin brush, and then, because I've used grey and I've used red, I'm gonna take a little bit of dark grey and just go over where I've done this, just to smoke out what my black a little bit. See, look, it is just a tiny smoke out. Tiny smoke out. We could be done there, but we're not. So now I'm gonna go over with my red, because it's a red shimmer as well, and then I'm just gonna add in some of that red, because if I add in some of that red, Oh, look at that. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous diva. And now take the white and I cut this bit so it's in a straight line. And I cut this bit so it's in a straight line. So it's in a pretty V. V is for vanity. Oh. Gorge, gorge. Then we get out my really, really gross lipstick pen. And we do the vanity lip. I hate a Cupid's bow. I don't think a Cupid's bow suits me. So, I don't paint on a Cupid's bow, but how my lips are, it always kind of looks like I've got a Cupid's bow anyway. So, I do a straight line, like that, and then take it out. This looks so weird at the moment, but you're giving yourself a mustache. Remember, if you're doing an all black lip like I am today, you need to do it slightly bigger because black makes everything look smaller. Again, straight line. Oh, right, I'm gonna go colour my lip in, put on my lashes, and put on my outfit. So, from this to... And she's done. This is the full fit. Oh. Ready for a night out on the town. So, this has been your episode of Ghoulish and Foolish. Tune in for Halloween week where we will be dropping a week's worth of episodes on all things spooky. We'll see you there. Bye bye.